Welcome to Tiny Spark Creative. I'm E, your storyteller. If this is your first video, please join the journey at the beginning, story number 1, Abee's story. And if you're here for story number 6, Nimby's story, happy to have you. Before I begin, I wish to set an intention that only the highest vibrations of unconditional love and light of positivity energy is shared during this reading. And with that, let's get started. Story number 6, Nimby's story. Whew. Abee sets out for a flight to enjoy a beautiful clear sky when suddenly the sky darkens. Abee is curious and she wants to know why. She looks high above to determine the cause, and what she sees, well, it gave her reason for pause. The clear sky was giving way to a dark cloud that was expanding and angrily forming. Abee flies up to find an unhappy little Nimby who, with tears in his eyes, is raining and storming. Abee says to Nimby, "Hello, my little friend. What makes you so gray and dark and spraying all over like a water fountain? Last we met, you were having so much fun dancing with the birds as you were floating over a vibrant green mountain. I remember you smiling so big, all silvery and bright. I felt so much happiness through the joy you were having when you played with the little boy and his flying kite. Oh, how you love to play, Nimby, always so lost in your imagination. Never once did I think, my friend, that you would send it away or give it a vacation. With the sky as your canvas, you paint with joy and happiness displayed in all of your art. But now you are painting with dark colors, and sadly, there's no telling your creations apart. Your skies are gray and black that display no happiness of any kind, and now the others are saying that's because Nimby the little cloud, well, he's colorblind. You'll have to excuse me if I get a little emotional during this one. Oh, how I love seeing you always happy and free and playing all day. Will you please tell me, Nimby? Please tell me, why has that gone away? Nimby sighs, takes a deep breath, and responds. Abee, I once played freely in the sky. Yes, this is true. I laughed, I changed shapes, and I even painted with rainbows. Painted rainbows with colors like red, orange, green, yellow, and blue. With my imagination, I once formed myself into a magical horse with a horn. I filled with joy, Abee, when the crowd pointed up at me and said, "Look at that mighty unicorn." I imagined myself to be any animal of all shapes and sizes until one day, while I was lost in my imagination and dressed in one of my disguises, my mother spoke of a visitor who was coming from very far away. But as it turns out, they weren't just visiting, they were really coming to stay. Nimby lowers his head and then continues, Abee, this visitor brought with them a little visitor too, and the little visitor hid in my closet. I was afraid and I had no clue what to do. The little visitor came out at night and brought with him a secret plan. I gave a name to the little visitor who hid in my closet. I named him the Shadow Man. When the sun goes down, that's when the Shadow Man appears. And sadly, what happened in the dark has become the root of my fears. I tried to explain about the shadow man. I did. But Abee, here's the thing. Now you see, I couldn't find anyone out there who was able to understand me. I spoke of the shadow man and I tried to tell them of the fear and the pain, but as my tears flowed freely, the others simply dismissed it as rain. When I cried, I got introduced to some new emotions called thunder and lightning. So now when I speak, I get lots of attention because I am much more frightening. It seems that these new emotions of mine are very different, I must say. And now, Abee, I'm just too busy storming. I have no more interest to use my imagination or play. Abee's eyes fill with tears as she responds. Excuse me. Nimby, I can see you are in pain, and I know that you are mad. It truly hurts me, my friend, that you are looking so gray and feeling so sad. But you must please understand that if you stop dreaming and playing, things will never be the same. Oh, Nimby, you'll be introduced to new emotions called guilt, anger, and shame. Nimby, won't you play with me, please? You can choose for us to be anything, and I promise you I will not tease. We could pretend to be eagles and soar really high. We can imagine we are any bird. The two of us can be free with the sky. So play with me, Nimby, and your brightness shall burn. You can use your imagination to be anything, and your light spark shall return. Nimby thinks for a moment after hearing all that Abee had to say, and he wonders, could he really heal if he allows himself to imagine and play? Nimby responds, Abee, will you please play and pretend to be a dolphin with me? We can swim all around and imagine the sky as our sea. We could swim alongside a boat that is out for our sail. Who knows, if we both imagine together, we could swim with a whale. As the two little dolphins swim around freely without much of a care, Abee and Nimby playing together make such a fun pair. Nimby laughs and giggles as the two continue to play, because it's in the fun that he's having that allows his darkness to all go away. Nimby thanks Abee for helping him pass his sadness by having such fun, and as the joy and happiness returns to Nimby, so does the sun. Sorry, I just want to tell you how grateful I am that you joined me for Nimby's story. With love and light, thank you. And I ask you to join me at the next video for a lighter story, Wallace's story. See you there.